Hello and welcome to The Loop. I'm Matt Bruning.
And I'm Renee DeFord. Phones down, Ohio. It's now the law.
Governor Mike DeWine held a news conference this week to remind drivers in Ohio about the state's new distracted driving law and launch an educational campaign.
Today we're giving you the first look at this campaign, which you'll soon see about everywhere, online, on TV, on billboards, on the radio.
The campaign to educate the public about the law, Lock Your Phone Before You Rock the Road, is a nod to Ohio's place as the birthplace of rock and roll.
Here in Ohio, it's now illegal to interact with your phone screen and electronic devices while driving. In most cases, anything more than a single touch or swipe is against the law. So, lock that screen before you rock the road.
There's also a website, phonesdown.ohio.gov, that includes information about the new law, frequently asked questions, and a toolkit to help promote and educate others about the new law.
Law enforcement officials are preparing for the new law, but they're not looking to hand out tickets just yet. There is a 6-month grace period before that happens.
Statistics from other states reveal that primary enforcement of distracted driving law decreases fatality rates in those states following the implementation of this type of legislation.
Since 2018, 209 people have been killed in crashes that involved distracted drivers. One of those was John Fulenkamp.
His wife Leah recounted the story of him being rear-ended by a woman who was shopping on her cell phone while he was driving a tractor on a Shelby County road. It was determined she had a full 16 seconds to see John before impact, but never looked up.
I am so excited that Ohio has taken a big step forward in the prevention of distracted driving. This is a huge accomplishment. And through these efforts, my hope is that my family's story does not become your family's story.
We first introduced you to Leah and her family in 2021 when we visited their home in Shelby County to hear her story. Since the tragic crash, she has been a big advocate of stopping distracted driving.
ODOT Director Jack Marchbanks notes that while Ohio spends more per capita on safety than any other state, these projects can only do so much.
These projects involve thousands of hours of design work, engineering, and construction. The one thing we cannot control, the driver's choice to focus on the phone in their hand instead of the road ahead.
So how does this new law differ from the past? Our Who Knew Guru takes a look.
Put your phones down, Ohio, because the new law has very important changes from previous distracted driving laws. The biggest change, it's now a primary offense to drive distracted, no matter your age. I'm 25, so it also applies to me. The previous law was a primary offense for juvenile drivers only, preventing officers from stopping adult distracted drivers unless those drivers also committed a separate primary traffic violation, such as speeding or running a red light. Under this new law, a driver may still use their device in specific situations, such as when their vehicle is parked or stopped at a red light. Drivers are also permitted to swipe their phones to answer a call and to hold their phones to their ears during phone conversations. Emergency calls are also permitted in all circumstances. While using your mobile phones is one of the biggest sources of distraction behind the wheel, it isn't the only one. The law also applies to navigation systems. Penalties include a fine of up to $150 for a driver's first offense, and get this, 2 points on their license unless a distracted driving safety course is completed. Increased penalties can occur if the driver is a repeat offender. ODOT is playing a major role by making and installing signs at the entrances to Ohio and on U.S. and interstate routes and at the exits from airports in Akron, Cleveland, Columbus, Dayton, and Toledo. These signs will alert drivers entering the state about this new law. Who knew?
Well, thanks a lot, Dave. Get more ODOT news online at transportation.ohio.gov. Follow us on social media and keep sending those great story ideas and feedback to loop@dot.ohio.gov.
And now, you're in the loop.